GBPUSD top-down analysis. Yes guys, in this video, this is what we are going to cover, so make sure to stick till the end if you're interested, okay? So let's get right into it. We are starting our top-down analysis on the weekly time frame, as y'all may already know, since you already probably watched my previous top-down analysis videos that I've posted in the past weeks. If you didn't, I highly recommend you to go ahead and watch them because I think they're helpful. You guys will understand how I view the markets, what my thought process is when I am analyzing, and then how I pick my entries. So yeah, in your free time, go ahead and watch my previous top downs as well. So yeah, let's get straight into it. On the weekly time frame, we just look at market structure to see what our trend is, and it's safe to say that we are in a very bearish trend. Since October 2021, we are started to be very bearish, creating lower lows and lower highs. It's very clear to see. And what I like to do on the weekly is establish my range. How I do that? Well, I just basically take the previous lower high with the most recent lower low. I draw two horizontal rays on them to have them marked down, and then I just go on the next time frame. If you guys have trouble with identifying market structure, I have good videos on it, okay? So you can just go ahead and on the playlist section in my channel and watch the market structure videos. Trust me, after that you will be able to read market structure a lot easier because it ain't hard at all, okay? It's nothing hard to understand. Then what I like to do on the daily is to refine my range to make it a bit smaller, okay? I'm taking this lower high with this new lower low, okay? Very simple to see. It's pretty much the daily, it's telling us the same exact story as the weekly time frame does. So yeah, we just respect it, you know. After that, after we draw our range on the daily, we go down on the H4, and on the H4 we can see that we have something different. Okay, we had this big drop here that caused imbalance in the market. Then the market filled that imbalance with this up push, and currently I could say that on a micro perspective, GBPUSD is in an uptrend, okay, on a short-term bias. Why? Because it broke this previous lower high very aggressively, BOS, that's how we like to call it, break of structure, and it created a higher high. So that means that on the H4, we have this range from this higher low to this newly formed higher high, okay? So that means that intraday and short term, we are bullish, okay? But that doesn't mean that we would look for a buy and aim for a weekly high and so on. No, that means that on the smaller time frames, we will aim for a short-term buy that would look like a small pullback on the daily and on the weekly time frame. Okay, because if we can check the daily, we can check the weekly as well. Also, for the people that do not have time to trade Forex every single day or still struggle being profitable while trading Forex, but still want to get setups like this, I highly recommend you check out my free signal group on Telegram. The link is down below. This setup was literally sent today. It was a buy limit pending order. All we do is send pending orders because like this, every single one of you will be able to make profits from the signals. And this one was sent in the VIP. Of course, if you want to upgrade to the VIP where we do VIP live weekly coaching sessions every single week, you can do that from the free signal group. Okay, enjoy and thank me later. Yes, the market is in a downtrend, but it also has some corrections. Look right here, it moved down. We had 2 weeks of corrections. That means that these two candles right here, these two weekly candles, were buy opportunities on the intraday perspective on the lower time frames. Okay, so we can buy on the lower time frames for a small pullback, and then we can look to re-enter a sell with the trend. Okay, that's what I mean. And this is something that you guys need to understand because trust me, it is very hard to predict reversals and be like, oh, GBPUSD will reverse here and it will go up, forming new yearly highs and so on. Trust me, it's very hard to predict that. It's best to keep the macro perspective in your head, okay, and be like, okay, if I am short-term bullish on the smaller time frames, yes, I can look for buys, but only for so long. You know, I don't need to be aiming for the fences, trying to catch 10, 20, 30 R in one single buy trade when the weekly time frame looks like this. You know, on the sell hand side, you could. I'm not gonna lie. Look right here in this example, we had this pullback on the weekly. On the smaller time frames, you would have probably saw a bearish confirmation to get in for a sell, and you could have held it for this long if you wanted to swing trade. But for buys, I would just think short term. Okay, if I was to enter buys, I would only take them intraday and aim for possibly the H4 top, the H4 local high, or the H1 local high. Nothing more than that. Maximum, I would say, the daily lower high. You know, that would be the max aim in my opinion. So okay, after we do our structure on the H4, we then go on the hourly to see things even more clear. And on the hourly, we can see that we have a supply zone right here. I will tell you exactly why. I can make it a bit smaller because we had a small retracement and then we broke structure to the upside. So that means that on the hourly, this is our newly formed range. Again, bullish, short term bullish. And then lastly, we go on the M15 and look for a possible entry. On the M15, we can refine our zone even more to the last down candle before the aggressive up push. And here, there's really two options. You can either just go for a buy limit. I mean, this is how I would have played it. A buy limit, stop loss here, and then aim for the H4 top range, which would give me a nice 1 to 4. But if you want to be more specific, you can wait for the price to enter your supply zone, your demand zone, sorry, which is this one down here. And then you can go on the 5 minute or on the 1 minute and look for something like this. You know, look for a touch of the demand. And then on the 1 minute, you would look for a breakup, retracement, and then you would have entered for a buy. But there's some pros and cons for this. You know, a pro for this would be that you would possibly get a bigger risk to reward, which is cool. But a con will be that price could literally come here, tap the demand, and then go straight up. You know, this could also happen. So you got to be very careful with how you approach this. Okay. Again, the people from my VIP group already know how I approach it. I go more in depth with them. There's some few more added confluences that I like to use, but unfortunately I cannot share them here because it won't be fair for them. So if there's people here that want to take it to the next level and understand my thought process even more and see how I go more in depth every single time I analyze the markets, you can consider joining the VIP group. Okay, you can then cancel it whenever you want if you don't like it, but yeah, I just wanted to put this out here. Okay, so yeah, in my opinion, this would be a possible trade I would look for after I would do my top-down analysis. So again, although the macro trend is very bearish, I am seeing a short-term buy opportunity, which is this one right here. Of course, if you want to take this setup, take it at your own risk. Take this with a grain of salt. Make sure you use proper risk and just do your own analysis. Okay, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you you should buy here and you will make 100% profits. No, this can literally go and smash the stop loss. You know, this can also happen. It's trading. It's not something 100% sure. So do your own diligence and be careful with it. Okay, just make sure to do your own research and yeah, take it with a grain of salt. But that being said, guys, this is literally a possible setup I could look at based off my top-down analysis. And yeah, I will keep these type of videos coming because I saw a very positive feedback from you guys, especially privately. Y'all been telling me that you really enjoy these videos and that I should keep posting them. And trust me, I will, so don't worry. I will continue with these series, okay? So yeah, that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please drop them down below. You guys know that I always reply. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.